Slavery is back, and it's stronger than ever. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm progressively moving the camera closer, and I'm fucking around to see what looks the best. But anyways, we got Morgpie here, a sexual-themed content creator, makes OnlyFans content, does the whole shebang. But she's recently gone viral for having this dude show up on her stream wearing a fucking BDSM gimp suit, giving him treats, doing place drills. That's pretty funny. Why doesn't the Twitch CEO do something about this? Who do you think is in the suit? Dan Clancy gets a lot of shit for being a gooner. Famously, Ethan Klein called him out in his content nuke on Hassan Piker, where a lot of his homepage was just the e-girls. So people got upset about it because Twitch has progressively gotten more and more sexual. It went from being a gaming-centered platform where you couldn't even stream unless you were gaming, to opening up the IRL streaming and just chatting categories. Now we have people like Kaisenad and iShowSpeed rising to the top out of innovations in streaming. But then there's the subsection where it's like, okay, I just want to use this to promote my porn. I just want to use this to promote my Instagram porn, OnlyFans. Morgpie calls out the VTuber community for always inserting themselves into Twitch controversies, saying they should actually read the TOS instead of getting upset at her. Move myself out of the way for this clip.
Anytime anybody does something controversial on Twitch, the VTubers all come out. They're like, but we can't do whatever we want all the time. Okay, but you can't have exposed hips. Yeah, because it explicitly says that in the TOS that you just read the TOS! It explicitly says it in the TOS that you can't show your hips on stream. That's been a thing for like 2 years.
So yeah, people are upset about this. And then oh wait, I forgot I'm invisible. Give me a second. There I am. There's a community note on this saying Twitch has been known to bend their own rules to favor top streamers. If the TOS was enforced fairly, Morgpie would have been banned already. I don't necessarily know everything that Morgpie has ever done. I don't know if that's accurate, but I know at least in this instance, I did read the TOS, and what people keep quoting is a little bit different than what I think they're quoting, but let's go through what everyone's saying here. Just read the TOS as if she hasn't been banned more than 5 times. I mean, that's not surprising for someone who makes sexual content. I bet she pushes the line. How do straights make pet play so unappealing? Somehow this is a gay thing? Like what? There's no passion, no energy. Neither of them care. They're posers and frauds, the both of them. Disgusting. Also, that's not how clicker training works. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, I'm the real degenerate. What a faker. Then you gotta give her props because she comes back, she doubles down after the initial backlash. Everyone's citing the rules. I'll get to the rule in a second. But she doubles down. Now she's got 2. She's got 2 gimp slaves in fucking BDSM gear. This shit looks so fucking dystopian. She's innovating. If you make sexual content, everyone knows that the money is in the fetishes, man. The money is in the weird-ass people that will pay you exorbitant amount of money to do the really niche stuff. That's just how it is. So this is a power play. This is a genius marketing scheme from Morgpie here. Like it or not, it's getting results. It's getting some traction. You think the guys that are into this, you think the guys that are into the dominatrix gimp suit play is gonna care about your shaming on Twitter? They're probably getting off more to it knowing that you don't like it. Shit, man. Like, I don't know. She beat us. She beat all of us. I'm talking about it. You're talking about it. You're sitting here listening about it. Anyways, so you have people like Kitsune Fuzzy adding Twitch support and Twitch. Start enforcing your own effing TOS equally. And everyone keeps quoting this part of the TOS right here, the sexual themes part. But they're only highlighting this one bullet point and not reading what's above it. So if you actually read the TOS, this is the part that they're quoting: wearing or displaying BDSM associated attire, for example, harnesses, blindfolds, collars, or paraphernalia like whips, displayed or worn without engaging in sexual activity. So let's look at the, wait, hold on. So let's look at the actual TOS. from the website. Read the top of sexual themes. You need to read this part, otherwise you don't understand why they're not doing anything about it. While Twitch prohibits nudity, inappropriate attire, pornography, and certain sexual content, streamers are required to apply a content classification label to certain streams that contain sexual themes, listed below. We also require that streamers label their stream if the content or behavior is very likely to elicit a more mature chat conversation. Streamers must label their stream if they solicit the content below for money, services, or items of value, including cheering, bits, subs, donations, or in-game items. Example of content that require a classification label include but are not limited to, and then we get the bullet points. This part of the TOS is not explicitly saying that everything in the bullet points is banned content. It's saying that if you do these things on the stream, you need to tag the stream for sexual content or like age verification, like 18 plus. And I went to the stream where she did the pet play and it's flagged for 18 plus. You can't get in unless you verify Morgpie's content is intended for certain audiences. It may contain sexual themes. This content may not be appropriate for you to watch. Manage the types of content that you see in your content preference, and then you have to hit start watching to watch. Obviously, minors and kids are going to lie about their age all the time. They're going to watch whatever, but she is doing what Twitch asked her to do. So why would they ban her for it? Is it questionable that Twitch even allows it in the first place? That's another conversation, but we've already gotten to this point, so we just kind of have to deal with what we're dealt with here. If we want to petition to get all this online sexual activity out of places like Twitch, that's going to be a lot bigger conversation, and it's not on Morgpie because Morgpie's following the rules, at least in this instance. I don't know how many times they've been banned. I don't know how many times they push the boundaries to promote their sexual content, but in this specific instance, it seems like she's actually doing the right thing. Even though the TOS states this stuff isn't allowed, Clancy is a certified gooner. Like, it doesn't say that it's not allowed. I get it. I get the shock value of seeing this shit and not being okay with it, but it is allowed. However fucking weird, it is allowed. So, you know, there's that. That's it for today, guys. Just wanted to talk about something all over the timeline because the way I see people talking about it, they don't seem to understand the actual TOS that they keep quoting. I get it. It's been a battle against the hot tub streams, all of that for years and years. Now we're at a point where we low-key have to accept that there's just going to be OnlyFans promos all over our fucking timeline 24/7. And we got to fight back against the institutions, not the creators that are using the loopholes provided by the institutions, because that's not how you make change. We got to get Dan Clancy on the phone. Hold on, I got a funny bit today. For today specifically, I have the perfect thing.